President Buhari inaugurates 7 new Nigerian Navy ships to promote locally produced goods. Plus, Lagos State government eulogizes B.C. Akonde at the launch of his autobiography. A very warm welcome to you and thanks for joining us on NT Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Fadike Oguntuashi. President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated 7 new Nigerian Navy ships, boats, and helicopters. Among the boats inducted is the Seaworld Defense Boat 3, which is the third indigenous boat built and constructed by the Naval Dockyard Limited. The president says the feat is in line with the federal government's policy on locally produced goods. Michael Olaleye reports.
Securing the Nigerian waterways and by extension its exclusive economic zone has received a boost in the last few years. This ceremony is coming barely 6 months after the inauguration of the Deep Blue platform by President Muhammadu Buhari. Together with the induction of these newly acquired assets, the president believes will boost the capacity of the Navy in securing the Nigerian maritime domain.
Given our present high dependence on oil and gas revenues, the Navy is undeniably a major contributor to the economic well-being of our country.
From 2015 to date, this is the third major induction of naval assets in the Nigerian Navy, and one of the ships on display is NNS Oji. It is the third Seaworld Defense ship locally produced by the Naval Dockyard Limited.
I commend the Navy's effort at maintaining a steady course in its drive for local content development, which is in tandem with the philosophy of our administration. Furthermore, the federal government's commitment to properly equip the Navy with the right mix of platforms has seen the service take delivery of Nigerian Navy ship Lana in May this year from France. Local partners should share in this commendation for their efforts at local facilitation as outlined in the government's local content policy.
To complement maritime domain awareness of the Navy, a Suppression of Piracy and Maritime Offences Act was signed into law in 2019 by President Buhari.
Furthermore, the provision of the new policy directive by the current administration of the Navy codified in such documents as the Nigerian Navy Strategic Plan 2021 to 2030, the Chief of Naval Staff Strategic Directive 2021 to 2025, and the Total Spectrum Maritime Strategy have given the service credible guidelines and leverage for improved operational efficiency.
The Chief of the Naval Staff said the boats will be deployed to solve hydrographic and security challenges.
NNS Aba, NNS Kano, NNS Ikene, NNS Sokoto, and NNS Oshun will be deployed for surveillance and patrol duties within our waters. These efforts are geared towards enhancing the performance of our constitutional role regarding hydrographic survey and policing of our waters.
The president also performed the laying of keel ceremony for the construction of the Seaworld Defense Boats 4 and 5. In Lagos, Michael Olaleye, NT News.
The construction and successful induction of a Seaworld Defense Boat 3 by the Nigerian Navy is one huge win for the country in its local content promotion drive as a country in their need for more in terms of technological advancement. Is this inspiring feat sustainable enough to drive Nigeria's industrial and commercial revolution? Michael Olaleye seeks answers in this report.
The Navy, as the maritime components of the armed forces, are said to be synonymous with ships, which represent an indispensable asset for the protection of our nation's maritime domain. Although The Nigerian Navy was formed in 1956. The country was quick enough to acquire a shipyard in 1965, which it turned to a naval dockyard in 1969 for the purpose of dry docking and ship repairs. This dockyard has now transformed to the premier engineering hub of the Nigerian Navy. Its call of duty, going beyond maintenance to ship building.
The experience is actually quite enormous. Why? Because we have a model to learn from, which is SDB1. So we were able to leverage on the knowledge and the technical know-how that we acquired while building the first SDB.
Now, any doubt about the Navy's capacity to construct warships for the naval fleet using local content has been cleared with the successful construction of Seaworld Defense Boat 3, while the keel of Seaworld Defense Boat 4 and 5 has already been laid by the President.
The service intends to raise the bar by embarking on the construction of 2 Seaworld Defense boats. Evidently, the experience garnered so far, the Naval Dockyard Limited is adequately poised to take on this challenge in pursuit of the federal government of Nigeria's local content development effort.
With a solid template to build on, it says the future of shipbuilding in Nigeria is bright, and building bigger ships for use and export is one of the plans.
Nigerians should expect, more and better, productions of this kind of vessel and even more. We are looking forward to building bigger ships that will be able to patrol in our exclusive economic zones.
With the commitment of the federal government to developing homegrown technology, it will be sooner than later when local content will really drive the market. In Lagos, Michael Olale.
The Nigerian security sector strengthening capacity of senior female officers towards achieving gender equality in occasions of opportunities in career development. Abubakar Akwanga reports that our National Defense College organizes a training in gender-based in the Nigerian security sector.
United Nations Security Council resolution of 1995 on women, peace and security is preluding this discourse, which emphasized the need for gender mainstreaming in national and international engagements.
Gender mainstreaming has also gained traction within the armed forces of Nigeria with the promulgation of a gender policy and establishment of gender department.
Now, the senior female officers across services of the Nigerian military are developing a platform to project this global agenda, which Nigeria is a signatory through mentorship and leadership development.
And we are committed to improving the way we approach gender and women, peace and security.
The armed forces of Nigeria has shown commitment in implementing the provisions of the United Nations Security Council resolution.
These officers are key in advancing the progress of gender mainstream in the realization of women, peace and security.
The capacity building is expected to address issues affecting smooth transition of gender mainstreaming and encourage optimal utilization of all fronts to the advantage of women in uniform. In Abuja, Abubakar Akwanga,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 News continues after this timeout. Do stay with us.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie. How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. and the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Thank you for staying with us. Political office holders must strive to touch lives by coming up with life-transforming programs to change the narratives on the dividends of democracy. President Muhammadu Buhari gave the advice at the launch of an autobiography by former National Chairman of All Progressive Congress, Chief B.C. Akande, in Lagos. Musa Toliat completes the reports.
Muhammadu Buhari joined chieftains and members of the ruling All Progressive Congress who came in their numbers to felicitate with their former national chairman, Chief B.C. Akande, and to hang out for old time's sake. This explains why President Buhari, who describes the celebrant as a detribalized and incorruptible Nigerian, decided to tease him and chieftains of the APC.
Akande was the victim, along with other AD governors, of a diabolical double cross. This book is a historical document. Students will find this an invaluable source of Nigeria's politics, notably between 1999 and 2020.
He is our president. We love him. He's one of us. We always want him to relax and come and stay with us, you know, be at dinner with us, let our children eat with him, touch his clothes, and let him know that we love him.
Reality was not forgotten in the midst of lighter mood as national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, urged politicians to emulate the giant strides achieved by Chief B.C. Akande in and out of political office.
The book truly affirmed that Chief Akande places high premium on integrity and truthfulness. It will not be otherwise indeed. Many say President Buhari and Chief B.C. Akande are two of a kind.
Whenever Baba Akande's name is mentioned, it is in company of words like integrity, courage, principle.
His honesty saved him several times in his life.
The message inherent in the autobiography and the need for other statements to allow the autobiographies to be published was also mentioned. The event featured review and presentation of the 545-page book. In Lagos, Musa Tolian, NTA News.
Insurance and property titan Dr. Ahmed Olani Salahuddin has been recognized by two global organizations for his track record of excellence in his area of endeavor. Yabo Walieri has details of the event which took place in the United Arab Emirates.
It is often said that it is good to give honor to whom it is due. This perhaps explains why the President and Chief Executive Officer, Standard Group of Companies, Dr. Ahmed Olani Salahuddin, was recognized for his innovative ideas and the tremendous achievements he has brought to bear in presiding over many successful businesses, including Signature Real Estate and other businesses in and outside Africa. The two awards include Business Excellence Award by the World Confederation of Businesses, World Cup, and the Business Icon Award of the FinFobis Award 2021. The two ceremonies, which took place in faraway United Arab Emirates, also witnessed the selection of the awardee as World Cup's ambassador in Nigeria.
Please do join us on stage, Dr. Ahmed Olani Salahuddin.
My name is Dr. Ahmed Bin Salahuddin. I am the President, Chief Servant Officer of Standard Group of Companies.
Elected Chief Executive Officer, Standard Group of Companies, while receiving the award separately, used the opportunity to woo investors to tap into Nigeria's natural resources.
Nigeria's tradition is very excellent. The first thing is to appreciate your host. I therefore take this opportunity to appreciate the UAE government, particularly the Prime Minister I'm giving this evening is not only for me, but it's for Nigeria. Nigeria is the best country in the world. Investors here today to come to Nigeria, come and invest.
Accomplished, distinguished, outstanding, and successful Dr. Salahuddin is a foremost insurance broker with a track record of excellence in his field, where he has reigned for over 4 decades before diversifying into real estate. In Lagos, Iyabo Wale, NTA News.
The Anomnese family and the Igbo-speaking community in Lagos have brought out the drums to celebrate Eze Cyril Osuala Anomnese as he clocks 102 years. Eze Onwamaka, who witnessed the event, reports that the centenarian is the oldest Igbo man in Lagos State. It is pretty impressive to see a loved one live to see his or her 100th birthday and even beyond. As such, it is certainly deserving of a very special celebration. The colorful birthday celebration of Pa Eze Cyril Osuala Anomnese, who is also referred to as Nna Ndigbo in Lagos, which means father of Igbos in Lagos State, attracted many prominent Igbo sons and daughters, who described the centenarian as a philanthropist that has contributed immensely to the development of lives and communities around him.
We have come to honor him because he is an exemplary leader. He has led Ndigbo, and he was a founding father of Igbo-speaking community and one of the Ezes that promoted Igbo-speaking community, and today he is 102. So we are all here to honor him.
I think I'm full of joy and happiness. I think I'm so happy being here, witnessing 102 years of a man that I have known for so long.
I'm wishing him good health, that God should continue keeping him good health in the name of Jesus.
The lead visionary of Lagos for Lagos movement, Abdul Aziz Olajide Adediran, congratulated the celebrant on his auspicious occasion.
Yes, I pray that he continues to enjoy love from his people across the tribal lines. Okay, I pray that he continues, because if at 102 we still have people here coming to celebrate him, you know how it is with the aged. People would have deserted him. It shows that he's been living a good life, he's been living a life, and he's been impacting on his people.
Some family members of the patriarch appreciated God for the blessings of longevity bestowed upon the family.
I'm wishing him more years, long life, and good health.
Man of honor, a man of integrity. My father, the Igwe, he believes in helping people. He has been helping people ever since I know. He's a generous man. If you have a problem, you come to him. He will help you solve your problem.
The celebrant, Pa Eze Cyril Osuala Anomnese, whose age did not defy his agility, says the secret of his longevity is his closeness to God.
I like God, and I pray always so that there will be peace and progress in Nigeria.
Pa Eze Cyril Osuala Anomnese was born in the year 1919 into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Anomnese. He was a major distributor with the Nigerian breweries and Portland, West Africa in the 50s. In Lagos, Ese Omomaka, NT News. I wish Pa Osuala more fulfilling years. And that's the news at 7. We thank you for choosing NT Lagos Channel 10. Halaji Uzamot is standing by for the translation of the news in Yoruba. Good evening.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ ìròyìn lámúwá fún yín láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìkànnìkẹwàá Tajudeen Zamot lórúkọ mi. Ààrẹ ilẹ̀ wa Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti fàṣẹ kó di lílò sí ọkọ̀ ológun ojú omi ilẹ̀ wa tuntun 7 àti àwọn ọkọ̀ òfurufú agbéraká mìíràn. Lára àwọn ọkọ̀ ológun ojú omi tí wọ́n fi lọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ òun láti rí ọkọ̀ ojú omi lórí òkun èyí tó wà fún ìdáàbòbò léyìí tó jẹ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta irú ẹ̀ èyí tí a ṣe àgbélẹ̀rọ rẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà. Iléeṣẹ́ ológun ojú omi ilẹ̀ wa ni wọ́n kọ́kọ́ kọ́ àwọn ọkọ̀ ojú omi náà fún lílò gbogbo èèyàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọ̀ròyìn wa Michael Ọlálẹ̀yẹ ṣe mú wá lónìí. Gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú tí wọ́n dọ̀pá àṣẹ òṣèlú mú gbọ́dọ̀ tiraka láti mú ìyípadà rere dé bá ìgbésí ayé àwọn èèyàn àwùjọ wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù kòlàkòṣagbe nípa ṣíṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ètò èyí tí ó mú ìyípadà wá fún ìgbádùn mùdùnmùdùn ètò ìṣàkóso ìjọba alágbádá. Ààrẹ ilẹ̀ wa Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ni wọ́n gbọ́rọ̀ ìmọ̀ràn yìí sáyé lákòókò tí wọ́n ń ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé kan tó jẹ́ ti ìgbésí ayé alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC láyé ìgbà kan Olóyè Bísí Àkàndé nílùú Èkó. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Tọ́lẹ̀ àti mú ìròyìn wálé pé Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari darapọ̀ mọ́ ogunlọ́gọ̀ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú tí wọ́n ń ṣèjọba lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìyẹn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress láti ṣàjọyọ̀ pẹ̀lú Olóyè Bísí Àkàndé. Ìdí abájọ rèé tí Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ṣe ṣàlàyé Olóyè Àkàndé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan tó kórìíra ìwà ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà, èèyàn kan tí kì í jẹ àjẹbánu lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó. Lára àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n sọ òkodoro ọ̀rọ̀ níbi ohun mánigbàgbé èyí tí Olóyè Bísí Àkàndé ti ṣe òní Aṣíwájú Ahmed Bọ́lá Tinubu. Wọ́n pàrọwà fáwọn olóṣèlú tí wọ́n ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn láti wo ìwà àwòkọ́ṣe rere èyí tí alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC láyé ìgbà kan náà ti ṣe sẹ́yìn nígbà tí wọ́n fi ṣe gómìnà nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun àti àwọn ìṣèjọba mìíràn, nítorí pé ìwà rere ni wọ́n ní ó sàn ju wúrà àti fàdákà lọ. Nígbà tí àwọn náà sọ̀rọ̀, gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùgbàlejò pàtàkì níbi ayẹyẹ náà àti Olóyè Ògbónnaya Ọ̀nù lo àkókò náà láti ṣe àpọ́nlé àwọn ìwà rere alàgbà ọlọ́lá jùlọ Olóyè Bísí Àkàndé. Níbi ayẹyẹ náà ó ní wọ́n ti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àti àyẹ̀wò ìwé ìtàn olójú ewé lọ́nà 500 àti 45 tí wọ́n kọ lórúkọ bàbá àgbàlagbà náà. Ògbóǹtagì kan nínú iṣẹ́ ìgbẹ̀tọ́ fẹ́lẹ́tọ̀ nídìí iṣẹ́ adójútòfò èyí tá a mọ̀ sí insurance broker tí wọ́n tún jẹ́ gbajúgbajà kan nídìí bíbánikọ́lé tàbí bíbánitalé káàkiri àgbáyé, dókítà Ahmed Ọláníyì Salaudeen ni wọ́n ti fàmì ẹ̀yẹ méjì gbàǹkọ̀gbàǹkọ̀ dálọ́lá látàrí bí wọ́n ṣe múra síṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n yàn láàyò. Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní ìdí iṣẹ́ ni òun láti mọ̀ ní lọ́lẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Wálé Ẹ̀rí tó kó ìròyìn náà jọ sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká fálábẹ́ léwé tó jọjú, ẹ jẹ́ ká fonísọ̀nà léyìí tí ṣe tọ̀nà, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbóṣù sàdánkátà fún dókítà Ahmed Ọláníyì Salaudeen látàrí iṣẹ́ àṣedẹ́mọ́rán àti àṣeyọrí tí wọ́n ti gbé ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Standard Insurance Consultants Limited àti alága iléeṣẹ́ Signature Global Real Estate tó wà nílùú Dubai àti káàkiri àgbáyé. Ọ̀kan lára àmì ẹ̀yẹ ìdánilọ́lá yìí wáyé látọ̀dọ̀ àjọ àgbáyé kan tá a mọ̀ sí World Cup nígbà tí àmì ẹ̀yẹ ìdánilọ́lá kejì fi dókítà Salaudeen hàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí àgbà ọ̀jẹ̀ nídìí iṣẹ́ akọ́létà bí òyìnbó èyí tó wá látọ̀dọ̀ Filmfos. Ayẹyẹ ìfẹ̀bùndánilọ́lá yìí wáyé ní agbègbè United Arab Emirates. Tìdùnnú ni dókítà Salaudeen fi tẹ́wọ́ gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ ìdánilọ́lá yìí. Wọ́n lo àkókò náà láti pàrọwà fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n wà níjókòó láti wá bá ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà dòrò pọ̀ nítorí pé ìlú olókìkí ìlú ọlọ́lá lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀gá ni Bùkọ́lá dókítà Ahmed Ọláníyì Salaudeen nídìí iṣẹ́ méjèèjì tí wọ́n ti fàmì ẹ̀yẹ dá wọn lọ́lá yìí o. Òdú ni wọ́n kì í ṣe àìmọ̀fólókò, wọ́n gbóúnjẹ fẹ́gbẹ́ wọ́n sì tún gbà wo ẹ̀bọ̀ nídìí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n yàn láàyò. Kódà gbogbo èèyàn ló mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ti ṣe lákàlàkà níbi odò tí ń gbọ́ ọmọ ẹlòmíì lọ. A ò rí jù báyìí lọ lórí ìròyìn talẹ́ òní. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní dédé àkókò kan náà lọ́la. Ǹjẹ́ títí gbà náà ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan lájìláyọ̀ ó dàárọ̀.